numbers have tended to dwindle in more recent times for whatever reason. I'm not so sure, but they will be strong again at Wanganui, and there's some guys out there, and I'm looking at the Sean Donnellys in particular. Paul Wooten's not so sure. David Casson certainly, and another one we mentioned earlier on as well there too, that we're making their will be racing at Wanganui, and they like racing at Wanganui and always perform there as well. It's interesting, isn't it, when we sit in the sunshine here at Manfield, surrounded by lots of green grass, tyre walls and a purpose-built racetrack, and so much of what happens today will have a big effect of what's going to happen on a tight little street circuit there in Wanganui on Boxing Day.
Duncan Coote's already up there in the 4th spot on bike number 91. He started off the back row of the grid last. I think he probably would have done the same here this time round.
Would have had to, yeah.
Would have had to, because the qualifying sets the grids for the whole day. No surprises, Eddie Kattenberg out in the front. We've got in 2nd spot. Of course, that's Jay Lawrence, but Duncan Coote moves through, tries to move through into 3rd spot over and above Sean Donnelly, but Sean Donnelly just pips him in the braking, and they close down in there. But Duncan Coote's on a bit of a quicker bike there, all the way from Whangarei, and showing us how it's all done. Eddie Kattenberg. No, it's not Eddie Kattenberg. Eddie Kattenberg's out in the front, but Duncan Coote's is quicker. So Duncan's trying to redeem himself after having broken for a while in practice and qualifying session and having to start off the back grid. He's now on the tail of Jay Lawrence. As I say that, he's lining up on the outside to try and outbrake him with the left-hander, but that doesn't happen at the moment. Pre-89 class here. We've got a mixture of pre-89 and pre-82s, mostly pre-89 bikes. First is a pre-89 and is a third, but the second bike on the track is number 371, Steve Bryan owns Churches Auto Centre, Bridgestone tyre shod, GSX 1100 of Jay Lawrence. And there was a, when the officials looked at the Poach Classic Racing and all that, they set a class of pre-82. As time evolves on, pre-89 was around the time of the World Superbikes, and evolution changes as they had again after 82. They started getting to the GSXRs and the FZ. That's why they set the limit of pre-82, moved it on to pre-89. I guess in a few years' time we might see it. In fact, in the Vic Series we see the 90s Carbies bikes as well. Started the real big fuel injection evolution, but they've limited to that. So as time goes on, we'll see another one out there. But good racing here. Duncan Coote's going right into the grip. Manfield chose to seal this coming out of the Pepsi Max out of the wall. And a couple of people have actually taken advantage of it. Normally there'd be dirt in there, but Wanganui Cemetery Circuit Organisation provided airbags there too. No consultation with the motorcycle world when they did that. Did see Tim Shepherd and Corey Winter run wide there in the side cars earlier on and take advantage of the tarmac there instead of dirt. So lap times 1:13.781 for Eddie Kattenberg, nearly half a second slower on 1:14.291 to Jay Lawrence. We go to 1:14.386 Duncan Coote. Duncan Coote seems to have lost a bit of pace there, or Jay Lawrence has picked it up. We go into 4th place, and it is still the big Kawasaki of Sean Donnelly from the Cavity Coast. Paul Wooten on a GSXR 1100, unfair. I guess that's cost him some sort of speed down the main straight. There's 3 big straights here, the front straight, centre straight and back straight at Manfield. Number 52 sitting there in a good solid 4th spot. No one, there'll be 200-300 metres back into 5th spot, and that's Vince Burrow on the Moto Guzzi, number 203. Dave Casson on the GSXR 1100 Suzuki on bike number 27 in 7th. Had a couple of crashes last weekend, so now Malcolm McDonald on the Lee KR 1250, followed by Nigel Lennox, Tim Kendall, and Kyle Hawke riding a Suzuki GSXR 750. 8 lap races, 3 laps gone, 5 to go here at Manfield for round 2 of the Suzuki Series. Those people that got tickets to the Cemetery Circuit online before 1st December, they were $23 as opposed to $30 gate. Now you do go into a draw to win a GSR 750 for the Suzuki New Zealand. The conditions are you must be at the Suzuki prize giving. There's a prize presentation for the top 600s and the top Formula 1 and I think another class as well at the end of the day. And the big man of the meeting, Guy Martin, will be drawing a name out of a hat, and you've got 2 minutes to make yourself known and come up with some sort of ID, whether it's a lot of the organisers know a lot of people on the track or proper ID, and you can win yourself a GSR 750 Suzuki. Don't fret, if you still want tickets, Joe left Wanganui, and I believe the Wanganui Information Centre have Cemetery Circuit tickets available for $25 as opposed to $30 on the gate. Remember, there's a dozen can limit coming in there, and I think it's about half a dozen RTDs, so that's what's happening at Wanganui just yet. It's a hot day in the summer. Duncan Coote's has got potential in second place, and indeed put in a 1:13.17. He's 0.8 of a second quicker than Eddie Kattenberg is in that last lap. It showed now he's right on the tail of Eddie Kattenberg on the FZR 1000. Eddie riding Yamaha, the Joe sponsored Yamaha. Eddie's also sponsored by Sweet Street Motorcycles, Michelin and Bill Ray, and Duncan Coots all the way from Monterey on number 90 on the Tektronics rehab work. Go to 371, right near the bottom of the program. Bridgestone Tyres, Steve and Tracy Bryan, Suzuki GSX 1100. Steve and Tracy Bryan, husband and wife, are from the Tauranga area, own this bike, and Jay Lawrence comes from the Ohobel region. Have a look down the pits too, by the first pit garage. There is a bike there. It's an old K100 BMW RS with the big Conti sign, white paint, nicknamed Casper. That was the fastest BMW shaft drive in the world, run by Jay Lawrence, sitting in third place. His father back in the 80s, and they brought it out to the meeting now. They're trying to look for some new wheels because the old magnesium wheels are a bit dicey. Almost a change for the lead out there in the front. It's still Eddie Kattenberg, but Duncan Coots going sideways, looking for all the way round as we go through halfway through lap. We're now on to lap 5, 3 laps to go. And Duncan Coots is fighting. Looks like he's going up on the inside of the tyre. Made it with ease, and still the quickest man on the track with a 1:13.7. Eddie Kattenberg circulating in the low 1:14 and 0.32 seconds. So 5-6 bike lengths. Eddie's going to come back on this. I think Eddie's starting to realise that he wants it. He's only here for one meeting of the Suzuki Series. Didn't do Hampton Downs, won't do Wanganui, so it all rests on this meeting. He's not worried too much about it. He just wants to see a race win, and I guess the guy doesn't mind being challenged either. Sometimes he has to go away in the most basic class, but right here, Duncan Coots, as I say that, Duncan Coots gets a break in maybe 60 metres, and as I said, down the centre straight towards Higgins on lap 5 of 8 laps in the pre-89 class. Coming up next.
Duncan Coots actually is the points leader too, and even after that first race today, despite the fact he had to start from the back of the grid and didn't qualify. So he started the race here, the second race and the last race for this class today, on 70 points, which was only just 3 points ahead of Jay Lawrence. And of course, as you mentioned already, with Eddie Kattenberg back in the points, they were really not part of the deal at all.
All right, we've got quite a big heavy watch, weighs about half a kilo, that was found in the toilets. It's a Michael Hill watch. In fact, happy 18th birthday parties tattooed on the back. So if you're over 18 and it's your watch, you'll just have to come up to me and describe it a little bit. In the commentating tower, just go to the top of the stairs. So one of the gentlemen come in there. It's got an adjustable dial on the front. It's quite a flash watch. It's got a blue. If I describe it too much, you'll be able to describe it to me.
No, just a watch.
Just a watch. If you've lost a watch, please come up and trade that, because I don't want to take it home with me. I don't need to know the time.
Right, so Duncan Coots race leader, Eddie Kattenberg still in second, Jay Lawrence still in 3. So the usual suspects come to play here, and Duncan Coots did start the day on the top of the points table, and he will remain there as well there too. And he is also one of those ones who will be going to Wanganui, so it's very important, a good point scoring, and that's, I guess, it's always the important thing as well there too with the Planet Honda. I guess if you make your way all the way down from Whangarei and you do Hampton Downs, you come as far south as Manfield, you may as well hang on, linger on for another week and a half until Boxing Day. So he'll do it happily as well, with points in the bag in the pre-89 Post Classic. I'm not so sure, is he ever ridden at the cemetery second on Friday?
I don't know. Duncan's also equally as happy on a Aprilia RSV 1000 doing Bears racing.
Yes, that's right. That's where we know him from more than anything. But
we're coming across back market. That's Tim Kendall coming out for. Hasn't been out for a couple of seasons. CDR 600. So Tim's moved over there to let both Duncan Coots and Eddie Kattenberg through. We go off to a distant third place. Jay Lawrence seems to be slowing there. Jay Lawrence in the late 15s. The quickest lap at the moment is Duncan Coots on the 13.5. The white flag is out, so it's Coots, Lawrence, Kattenberg, Lawrence, Donnelly, Paul Woke, all the usual suspects.
And the gap was about 30 metres first and second at the moment as well there too, as they make their way down the back straight for the last time, and for the last time today as well too, in pre-89 Post Classic. Brought to you with the compliments of Lindsay Tate and Associates Limited, a long time supporter of motorcycling, the Wanganui Motorcycle Club, and a very big name in chartered accountancy in Wanganui as well. There it is, the checkered flag out. two guys in white across the stripe, 10 bike lengths between them, and Duncan Cooch. That's the first time, actually, I think I've seen Eddie beaten in this, this class. So Duncan Cooch has obviously come to play on the big Suzuki, and Eddie on the FZR 1000 Yamaha.